How did you get back at an abusive boss? I used to work in finance for this startup, with a boss who only had the job because he was the owner's son. He'd scream at employees over tiny mistakes like using the wrong font, but he never lifted a finger himself. Once, he called me into his office just to berate me about the wrong shade of blue on a spreadsheet. Meanwhile, he took credit for every successful project, and when things went wrong, he was the first to point fingers. But that wasn't even the worst he would do. He fired good employees left and right just to cut costs, while giving himself bonuses and flaunting his new cars in the parking lot. I'll never forget the day he laid off a guy who just came back from paternity leave after he lost his baby, and naturally his performance didn't meet the standards. Instead of showing any compassion, our boss fired him after only a week. That's when I hit my limit. Since I worked in finance, I had access to reports and decided to start digging. After hours of combing through expense reports and tax filings, I hit the jackpot. The guy was skimming money off the books and cooking the taxes like he was running a 5-star fraud operation. I backed up everything and anonymously sent the evidence to the IRS. It didn't take long for things to unravel. Auditors showed up in suits, and within weeks the office shut down. Turns out the fines were so steep that the boss had to sell all his fancy toys. The cherry on top? A class action lawsuit gave all the laid-off employees massive payouts.